Welcome back to another video. I'm going to be reading a fan fiction of villain Deku. And this is by a friend of mine, so I really hope you guys do enjoy this one. And it's by Fem Todoroki Shoto on Wattpad. Go check her out. She's actually doing a Wattpad right now, but she's still, I guess you could say, writing it in the moment. So let's see if I can do that one later. But the brief description of this is, All Might told Deku he couldn't be a hero. He became a villain and surpassed his father, whom he knew nothing about. So this is called Life of a Villain. So it's basically Bnha. If you don't know what Bnha is, My Academia. If you don't know what that is, why are you here in this video? Because this is what this is. So let's go ahead and read. Oh, I'm on the wrong chapter. Whoops. So let's read the basic info. Hi, I'm Izuku Midoriya. However, most people recognize me as Deku, the villain. Right, I'm now a teenager. I'm short, cute, and when I'm not being villainous, I would say I'm nice. I have an amazing boyfriend, although he's a hero. When we were younger, he bullied me a lot, but I've already forgiven him for that. I love him very much. Oh, and Shoto helps me with my missions, so I'm happy to have him as well. Shoto is my best friend and co-worker. We've worked together since he ran away from his father, the number 2 hero Endeavor, or Injiki Todoroki. Being a villain is really fun. I can't wait to tell you my story, start to finish. So let's get started. When my mom was about 27, she met my father, fell in love. He got her pregnant with me and left saying I didn't agree to this. When she brought me home for the first time in my crib, she cried. She missed him. She wanted him to come back and help raise me. The first few weeks with me were difficult for her. She didn't feel ready to be a single mom. She had to work a lot, so a babysitter came over to watch over me. A little less than a year old, I was walking and talking. My first word was hero, and my mom was happy. I learned to say mama and kana, my babysitter's name. Soon after, hero. At the age of 4, I was running around my daycare with my best friend Kachan. We were playing tag, and Kachan was it. The next day, Kachan was showing off his quirk. As the day went on and more of the children were manifesting quirks, Mom got worried because I wasn't getting mine. So she took me to see the doctor. I couldn't wait to go see the quirk. I couldn't wait to get my quirk so I could be a hero. That is why I was devastated when the doctor told me I was quirkless. All the kids laughed and stopped hanging out with me, including Kachan. I had no quirk, no friends, no chance of becoming a hero. I still kept the idea. As soon as I could write, I made notebooks of quirks. Kachan started bullying me when we got into elementary school. He continued all the way through middle school. I was going to apply for UA, the number 1 rated high school, but Kachan forced me not to. He burned my notebook, and that made me mad. On my way home, I threw my notebook and bought a new one. On the cover I wrote, Guide to Being a Villain. I didn't start writing immediately. I was going to give myself a couple days before giving up on my dream. That's all changed when I walked home. I was walking under a bridge. A mud monster came up behind from nowhere and attacked me. I fought back, but passed out from the lack of oxygen. I guess All Might showed up after that, because when I woke up, he was there and helped me up. My eyes widened when I saw him. All Might, may I ask you something? I asked, staring into his eyes. Sorry, kid, I gotta go, he said. He tried to fly away, but I grabbed on as he took off. As he soon realized I was there, he landed and lectured me. I asked him if I could be a hero even without a quirk, but he said no. I was shocked. I just let him walk away. I started to cry as I walked home, but I knew what I had to do. When I came inside, my mom asked me what was wrong, but I ignored her and went straight to my room. I sat on my desk and started writing. I wrote about all the fights that I could remember and wrote down what the villains did wrong. Then I wrote things that were villainous in order from most villainous to least villainous. I decided to start with little things such as skipping school, making graffiti, and stealing. As the next few days went by, I kept writing and skipped school. I ignored my mother. I spray painted the walls. I sprayed the back of my elementary school. And I ran. I started writing things like my villain name would be. I chose Deku. What my motive was and who I won revenge on, I only wrote 2 names, Kachan and All Might. I was walking around Saturday nights when I heard footsteps behind me. I was going out trying to clear my head. And this did not scare me. I turned and there was no one there. There was a brick wall surrounding the house next to me. So I thought they went in there. When I turned back around, someone put a blindfold over me, and another tied my hands and feet together. They knocked me out. Then I woke up and it was pitch black. I was laying on the bed and I knew that because it was soft. Someone came over and took off the blindfold. I told them to let me go or I'd kill them. But they said they'd take their chances. I was annoyed and bored. I asked them what they wanted, and they said they wanted me to join the League of Villains. I blurted out yes, and they untied me. I sat up and asked what they'd have me do, and he said I was going to have to move into the room where we were in and go on missions with us for them. I agreed and told him I wanted to be called Deku. He said okay and went to tell the others. I told my mom everything and she joined me. I worked with them all summer and became friends with them. By the time school came around, I was ready to beat Kachan without a quirk. But that's not what happened. Okay, so how do you guys like it? I know I really like this one. Sorry for all the mistakes. I'm really bad at this. I'm not really used to doing this whole fanfiction thing. or at least reading it, or at least for YouTube, reading out loud for YouTube, I'm not used to that at all. So I'm like literally messing up all my words, and I'm really sorry about it. But hopefully I'll be able to put out part 2 of this. So far there's only 3 parts to this, so I will be putting out part 2 soon, and hopefully she, puts out more of this one. But that's it. I'll leave her link in the description, and don't forget to check out our Discord. Bye!